Welcome back to the channel. My name is Blunder. I'm trying to reach 1500 elo on chess.com by playing rapid games. Let's see what today's game brings. Alright, we're going to start a 15-minute game, 10-second increment, and we have the white pieces. I am 1261, my opponent is 1211. Let's start out with e4, and we get a Scandinavian. Now I can take, but I kind of want to play, I think it's the Tennison Gambit. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's see what happens. Alright, opponent takes. We'll jump our knight up to g5. Typically we see the knight come protect the pawn, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we see the queen come out to d5. I don't think I've seen this yet, so I'll have to think about this. I think here we can play d3. Our opponent takes, we take back. And because we played d3, we opened up the bishop to protect the knight. This kind of makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and play that. Opponent plays h6, so that is attacking our knight. But I believe I can get a tempo by just developing knight to c3. Let me just see if that makes sense. I mean, it looks like it makes sense to me. We're developing. We're attacking the queen. The queen needs to move. Let's play it. Alright, opponent moves the queen to a5. Now, I could just take the knight and gain back our pawn. I think that is probably the easiest way. So let's go ahead and do that. We have two pieces developed. My opponent only has a queen, so I feel like it's good for me. Alright, e5. That opens up the opponent's bishop. Maybe we'll see the bishop come down to b4. I could develop my bishop to d2. Bishop here. What else can I do? I mean, I have an idea, maybe g3, putting the bishop here and then castling. I guess that could be an idea as well. The bishop would be on this diagonal. That looks good. But I think I might want to just try to get another piece out for now. This bishop is also open too. Bishop here, then f3. So I might not want to play g3. I think I'm going to develop bishop d2. And we get that bishop to come out pretty quick. I can challenge it. We trade here. That's fine. Let's go ahead and challenge. He does take, so now I can take back with the bishop or knight. I feel like the bishop would be the better move to get another tempo on the queen, so the queen would have to move. Let's do that. Queen to b6. I don't think it's threatening anything. I could go bishop f2, castle. But what about fianchetto bishop? Does that make sense in this position? Maybe not, because the queen is here guarding the pawn. This is a free pawn. Can I just take? If I take, this pawn is weak. I mean, taking that pawn seems okay, I guess. Let's do it. Alright, we get challenged right away. We can go back. We can go back over here this way. This right here makes the light squares weak. And this is where the knight wants to go, so I guess that's helping me out as well. The king is still in the middle, so also good for me. Here's a check. Okay, here we go. Here's a check. King would have to move. This would block, but I would come in. If I go here, the king can go here, 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 and here. and he won't be able to castle anymore, so I'm thinking queen here is a good move. Alright, king to e7. I think now I would have to drop my bishop back. I still have this diagonal. I could check the king. That looks good. I don't think I have any more checks. Let's bring the bishop back. Maybe we can castle this way and get a rook on e1. That would be nice. Alright, the knight comes out. Maybe castling now makes sense. Bishop to e2 and maybe g4. But I think now would be a good time to castle. Let's do that. Down to 6 minutes. Opponent has 11 minutes left. Bishop comes out to d7. Maybe the king is trying to... Maybe he's trying to get the rook out and the king can go hide. I am up a pawn, so I could check here. Trade the queens. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We got the trades. And I'm in an endgame with both bishops. And the pawn structure looks okay. We have the majority on this side, so maybe I should lean in to that side once I get everything developed here. This pawn I could take, but it does open the file. The bishop stays here. I might just want to take the bishop. Weak, weak, weak. Got the open file to the king. I think it looks good right now. King comes out to d6. I could take. This comes with a check. And I could also get out of there too because the bishop is protecting a5. I can go here, rook here. I can still get out. Alright, let's go to b7. King comes out even more. I did not expect that move. Now maybe g3, bishop g2. What is going on? I need to get this bishop into play. This knight is still fine. Let's go here. There's that move. Bring the knight back. We'll take this. Trades. Got the bishop here. We got the king in the middle. We have c6 on the board. This develops with a check. It kind of makes sense. Bring the rook to the middle. Surprised the bishop didn't come here, but this move just makes sense right now. King back to d6. If I move the bishop here, he could block. Maybe now bringing the rook makes sense. Yeah, let's just do that. The king and the rook are on the same diagonal, so maybe back here and back here. Let me see. Back here, back here. I don't think there's any way to block it. Let's try that. Now the bishop does go here, but we could block. And we can still bring our bishop here. I have 4 minutes left. My opponent has 10 minutes left. Alright, bishop goes back, but I think we have this. If I go here, is there any way he could block? I don't think so. And we got the resignation. Whew. GG's. Alright, there we go. I played an 84.6. My opponent played a 71.8. Game rating of 1850. That one felt okay, for sure. I've got a Scandinavian, and typically I don't want to take here because I feel like the opponent that plays a Scandinavian knows exactly what they want to do. And so I guess let's take them out of their comfort zone. So I play the Tennison Gambit, and sometimes it backfires, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not used to seeing the queen come out, so I had to adapt to that. D3 was a good move. Put a tempo on the queen, got my pawn back. I guess I would never play A3 here, but I think the point is to stop the bishop. So I just wanted to develop, get my pieces out. I think that's fine. And actually, I thought this was crazy that he would just go here because I was kind of already set up for it. So now I pushed and he took, so I'll take back. That's another tempo on the queen. Yeah, I took the free pawn. This was a bad move, made all these spaces weak. And because of that, I got to bring my queen out. Brought the bishop back. I castled this way. I don't know. I would have never probably played d4. And I wanted an endgame. I feel like I'm kind of okay with going into the end games. I was up one material, so why not? It wanted the knight to come here. I guess target the bishop, but it's not the way I play. I can't, if I can take the queen, I probably will if I'm up material. Let's go in game. This was, I think, a crazy move because I was able to grab the free pawn with a check and then getting the king out in the center. I opted to go for the fianchetto here. I guess I could have brought the bishop here and here. But this is all fine. This was an inaccuracy, but I had it covered. If I had to play it again, let me turn this off. Actually, let me turn the analysis off. If I had to play this again, this was inaccurate. So maybe now check the king, and there we go. That's what I would have played if I didn't pull my knight back. So yeah, that works out. But this trade actually benefited me. That's fine. Now I got my bishop out. And then I saw the king go back on the same diagonal as the rook. Well, I guess I didn't see it here, but I wanted to develop another piece, and that's fine. But then I did eventually see it. I think the knight moving here kind of made me realize this. So I brought the bishop back, and then he brought his bishop there, which I just kicked back, and it was good to go. I appreciate you guys being here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.